Hi, I'm Patrick Delisle-Houde, strength and conditioning coach for Montreal Canadiens. Today we're going to talk about the bench press. We're going to talk about different forms. We're going to start by the barbell bench press, then we're going to follow with the dumbbell bench press, and we're going to end up with a more core-oriented bench press, which is the bench press hips off the bench. So all of those progressions are going to target mostly your pectoral muscle, as well as your deltoid and your triceps. Starting by barbell bench press. As you're setting up on the bench press, you should place your hands slightly wider than your shoulder, but you should always feel comfortable. It is very important to get 5 points of contact, which is your head, your upper back, your butt, and your 2 feet. Also, you need to try to break the bar. Coming down, breathing, elbows driving at 45 degrees, pausing at the bottom, 1 inch above my chest, pushing out, starting breathing out, all the way up. Keeping your hips up is going to require a lot of glute engagement. So I will tell you to keep your feet on the floor, squeeze your glutes, and squeeze your abdominal muscle as you're doing the exercise. Always keeping in mind, breathing in on your way down, pause, breathing out on your way up. If we follow with dumbbell bench press, it's exactly the same form. The only difference is you won't have a barbell, you're gonna have 2 objects in your hands, which is gonna require a little bit more of stability. As I'm setting up for my dumbbell bench press, I switch from the barbell to the dumbbell. My hands are gonna be placed at 45 degrees. They're not gonna be at 9 degrees or palm facing each other, because this is targeting different muscle. If you're at 90 degrees, you might place too much strain on your shoulder, and if your palm are facing each other, you're really placing the emphasis on your tricep. If you're at 45 degrees, your shoulders are stable, your scap are retracted, and you're ready to go. Same principle as the barbell bench press. You're gonna come down in 2 seconds, breathing in. My elbows driving out at 45 degrees, pausing, pushing up, breathing out, all the way up. Then I repeat. Never forget to keep your head, your upper back, and your butt in contact with the bench, your 2 feet on the floor. Let's say I'm well experienced and I would like to increase the level of activity of my pectoral muscle. I can bring up my feet in the air. However, it needs to be considered, it is a lot more dangerous if your feet are in the air, because you don't have any more contact with the floor. And to engage even more the core, we're gonna follow with a dumbbell bench press with your hips off the bench. You're gonna be required to drive your hips up, engage your glute. Your feet are gonna be slightly wider than your hips. Bring your dumbbell up at 45 degrees. Going down in 2 seconds, breathing in, pause, pushing up, starting breathing out. If you're looking to gain maximal strength, you should look for a rep range of 1 to 5. If you're looking for strength, you should look between 6 to 8. And if you're looking for hypertrophy, you should look more about a rep range of 8 to 12. Weight-wise, so how to determine the weight that you should lift? Knowing your 1 RM, if you're looking to build hypertrophy, you should look about lifting 85% and lower of your 1 RM, which is your reputational maximum. If you're looking at gaining strength or maximal strength, you should be 80% or 85% and over.